Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another video. We are going to be diving in to our most popular topic this week, which is the carnivore diet, getting started, and some common questions. I've been creating more and more videos to show you guys kind of a more in-depth look on an everyday in the life of a carnivore and kind of what I eat in a day, and really show you guys how simple it gets once you get the hang of things. I am talking to two places at once because I'm recording on two different videos, so if I keep looking up or down, do not mind me. I'm going to be trying to prioritize both cameras here and there. So basically, welcome to this video. My name is Christina. I am a certified nutrition coach, certified carnivore coach, and I'm going to be sharing today a little bit about getting started on your carnivore journey, the basics, common questions, and what to expect in the first 30 days. Now, let's get right into it. What is the carnivore diet? So the carnivore diet is centered around eating animal-based foods, primarily meat, fish, eggs, and animal fats. Why this works is a common question. Like, why should we just eat that, right? So one, it cuts out all plant toxins, sugars, processed foods, and carbs that can drive inflammation, cravings, and gut issues, which are like three main components and things that people complain about. So the goal is to create a lifestyle of simplicity, sticking to nutrient-dense, animal-based foods that your body thrives on and what we thrived on for thousands and thousands of years. So a lot of people talk about carnivore being a strict diet, it's just a fad, all these things that we hear about basically any diet that somebody goes on that sounds extreme because you're not eating the cupcakes, you're not eating the vegetables and the processed foods. And a lot of people find that offensive because sugar cravings and carb cravings and these addictions are real, and we've been programmed and all categorized in wanting these foods because we crave them so badly. So the foundation foods for carnivore are ruminant meats such as beef, lamb, bison, eggs, pasture-raised, soy and corn-free if possible. A lot of people talk about eggs not sitting right with them or allergies to eggs, but the truth is, once and if you try soy and corn-free eggs, I bet you will be able to tolerate them. It's been proven with many people, and even some people that I know, when we get soy and corn-free eggs and our chickens are soy and corn-free, those will sit with anybody who has food allergies. And disclosure, I am not a doctor, so anything I say is from personal experience or research, so take that with a grain of salt. But fish and seafood and animal fats such as tallow, butter, or ghee. Tallow is great to cook with. We make our homemade tallow ourselves. You could also get really good brands in the stores as well. And then optional, later on after your first 30 days, you could try incorporating dairy if you can tolerate it, salt, and other little bits of seasonings here and there. So that's basically the food list there. So on a typical day, I get this question a lot, so I'm gonna run through it. For breakfast, let's say we cook scrambled eggs or sunny side up in tallow or butter, and then we eat bacon or sausage with that, or like ground beef. That's a typical breakfast I absolutely love. Some people cook up a steak. You could do steak tidbits. You can do eggs and steak. Like, there's so many different variety. You could cook chicken wings in the air fryer if you wanted to with tallow. A lamb rack is amazing. It really is up to you and what your cravings are. With breakfast part, then typically that keeps me full for hours. So then my second and only other meal is eating like a strip or a ribeye, ground beef with some sour cream on top for me, hard-boiled eggs as a snack, beef sticks as a snack if anything. And then since I can tolerate dairy, I usually have like 2 glasses of raw milk at night, or whole yogurt, or cottage cheese, which is so good. And we also get raw cheese from a farm in like Pennsylvania, so I'll either take slivers of that as well if I feel like eating anything extra. So that's a typical day. Sometimes I fast, so I won't eat anything except for having my electrolyte drink, and then I'll eat one big meal, which is either steak, burgers, ground beef, something like that, lamb rack, chicken wings, and really fill up, making sure I get enough fat, because it's very easy to walk away from a meal and also still feel hungry, and then you want to snack on everything else. So make sure you're eating full fat, getting in your tallow, your butter, your ghee when you're cooking with it, so you're really full and satiated. You want to walk away from a meal feeling like, I am full, I do not want to eat anything else, okay? Eat as much meat as you want, have as much fat as you want. You will not overeat or gain weight. Some people could gain weight in the beginning depending on what your lifestyle you're coming from, but you will eventually even out, and people lose weight on carnivore typically because you're not eating anything else. The seed oils, the vegetables, the processed foods, the sugars, things like that. So as long as you stick to those, eventually after the 30 days, you will start to not crave the other things anymore. Some common questions that I have on here are, do I need organ meats? So organ meats are not required, but some people choose to add that extra nutrients. Start with muscle meat and eggs and keep it simple. If you want to add any sort of organ meats after that, go for it. I typically don't like organ meat and I don't eat them, and it's been 3 years now. I'm totally fine. I get my nutrients from the steaks and the other meats that I'm eating and the eggs. Can I drink coffee or tea? Some people keep it during the transition phase. If you're struggling with energy swings, try reducing or cutting it back, have some decaf. I drink coffee every day. I don't find it a problem for myself, and I add heavy cream to mine, and that's just how I have it every day. What about electrolytes? So electrolytes are very important. Adding salt and having that sodium is definitely essential when you're on a carnivore diet. Some people may also need magnesium and potassium, especially early on. So during the transition phase, make sure you're getting some sort of electrolytes. I love Relight. You could get it off of Amazon. You could order it from the website itself. That's just something that I love. I've never tried Element, so I can't stand by that, but a lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. It's really up to you. Try and see which one you like better. Will I lose weight? Many people do, but results obviously vary from person to person. Focus on healing first, and then the weight loss will follow naturally as your body adjusts to it. What about fiber? You do not need fiber to have healthy digestion. Carnivore improves bloating and gut issues by removing the irritants. So when you're just fueling your body with the protein and the fats, your body will transition to use the fat and the protein to digest, and that's all you're digesting, and that's exactly how it should be. Your diet literally consists of like mostly fat, protein, and then literally 1% or less of carbs, because like raw dairy or yogurts and things like that have a little bit of carbs in them, but your daily is basically majority is fat, moderately protein, and then basically no carbs. So now what to expect in the first 30 days. So week 1 is definitely a big shift with reducing your carbs. So carb withdrawal could lead to fatigue, headaches, cravings, something that we like to call keto flu, which is completely normal. You have to stick it out, keep going. Hydration, electrolytes are key on that. That's what you're gonna start to initially see because you're not eating the carbs. Like I said, it depends what kind of lifestyle you're coming from. If you're already eating more like animal-based keto, it's gonna be easier for you. But if you're literally transitioning from having so many carbs during the day to eliminating them, your body's gonna have to transition and you're gonna have to detoxify all the junk. Around week 2, digestive changes, stool consistency may vary, looser or harder, really depend on how you're eating. Your appetite stabilizes, hunger signals may feel different, and just see how you feel with that. If you're not going to the bathroom enough, up your fat intake. If you're going too much, start to monitor how much fat you're eating. If you're eating really fatty cuts of steak, but then you're cooking a lot with butter and tallow, just try to cut down a little bit and see how your stomach does. Then around week 3, your energy starts to improve, cravings lessen, your inflammation, bloating, skin issues, joint pain often begins to calm, and you start to finally see a bigger transition in week 3 to week 4. Week 1 and 2 are really like the transition phase. We're gonna dive in, we're gonna see some changes, we're gonna feel tired, we're gonna feel maybe irritable because you're not eating the carbs, sugar cravings can be spiking. You gotta stick it out. Just eat a lot of fat, eat a lot of protein, and keep pushing through. A lot of people, including myself, it's easy to do breakfast, like lunch and dinner, eating carnivore, but then when the sugar cravings hit at night, that's where the roadblock comes in, and that's what we want to work on, is getting past the nighttime phase of these cravings. And yes, there's a lot of things we can swap out at night to satisfy those sweet cravings that we have, but eventually we want to not have those anymore. So that's our goal. So then around week 4, more stable energy and mood, clearer focus on like our mentality, we can think clearer, you're more just grounded and you feel like you could literally think better. That's a huge shift. And then you have the food freedom. You'll notice fewer cravings, less grazing through the day, and more satiated from your meals. So you're gonna eat the ground beef with a little bit of sour cream on top, a little bit of cheese maybe if you're having dairy at that point, and you're gonna feel full and satisfied, and you're gonna eat probably hours later because you're not gonna feel hungry, which is such a huge deal. A lot of people are typically grazing. You're at work, you're sitting at your desk, and you're eating the potato chips. Then 20 minutes later, you're grabbing the Oreo, and you keep snacking through the day. And we should not be snacking. Like, we're not grazers. We need to eat our meat, and we got to get out of there. We're not thinking about food for the rest of the day. So that's what our goal is to keep satisfied, keep satiated, eat these optimal not processed foods, obviously, eat these optimal foods, and we're going to feel so much better in every aspect of our life. And it gets simpler. You're going to go to the grocery store. You're not going to be going through every aisle looking for the chips, and we're going to buy applesauce. We're going to get the syrup. We're going to get the pancake mix. Like, no, we're going to go to the meat. We're going to get a little bit of dairy if we're getting dairy. We're going to get some eggs, and we're going to get some seafood if you want seafood. And we're out of there. We're out of there. You can make so many different carnivore, like, fun foods. It's not even funny. Like, you can make carnivore muffins, you can make carnivore bread, you can make carnivore pizza, you can make carnivore desserts if you want. There's so many different things that you can do on carnivore. You just got to get into it first. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And if you're somebody who's like, I literally cannot just dive into that, like, that sounds so extreme, I'm gonna be stressed out, I don't know what to eat, like, I'm like, I can't do that. That's fine. That's okay. Start small. Start making these little swaps throughout the day. For breakfast, usually you have waffles and syrup. Let's transition that and have scrambled eggs, or any eggs that you like, with some bacon on the side. It's fine. Transition. If you want to have a slice of bread with that, that's fine. A little avocado. Let's just start eating cleaner if that's somebody in your shoes that is struggling to go strict carnivore. You don't have to. People who cut out just soda in their day see drastic changes. So make these small changes. See how you feel. Like, who wouldn't want to wake up every day, simplify it, eat whatever you want? And honestly, people on carnivore, I am like a recovered, like, over exerciser. I'm telling you, I would work out for 2, 3 or more hours a day, constantly pushing my body, eating like crap, feeling like crap, over exercising, doing the same cycle the next day. And now on carnivore, I do not nearly work out as much as I did before. I don't even have to work out. I'm telling you guys, like, just eating carnivore, like, I'm not walking away from my meals feeling bloated or uncomfortable, or I'm gaining weight. My digestion is so much better. I feel better. I have more energy, and I don't have to work out. And I'm still seeing results. Like, I still feel lean. I feel like my muscles are getting, like, more toned just through daily things that I'm doing. And I'm not nearly working out for that many hours. Like, maybe 40 minutes, maybe 45 if we're doing like a certain program. Max. And I'm eating spoonfuls of butter, sticks of butter, cooking in tallow, eating all the red meat, eating at least 6 eggs a day. And I'm not gaining weight. I'm not. I'm doing a little weightlifting, or if anything, that's it. I'm still toned, still seeing my muscles, feel more rested. I'm not rushing to get all of my next workouts in. I'm not, with food, I'm not counting calories. I'm not trying to figure out if I eat this for breakfast, what I'm gonna eat later. I just eat. I eat. That's it. So, if you wanna dive straight into carnivore, amazing, you could do it. You gotta have that mindset. Why are you doing it? What are you doing it for? And if you can't, that's okay. Make the swaps. Make the swaps every day. Typically for dinner, I have, let's say for example, you're like, I eat my steak, but then I have my rice, I have my broccoli on the side, I need the carb, my potatoes. Take those out. Have the steak, take out the vegetables, have your rice, put more butter on your plate, add some extra meat if you want a little variety. Add, a piece of lamb or the pork chops or some ground chicken with some cheese on top. Make these little swaps. Start getting away from the vegetables. You do not need them. You do not need fiber. You don't need the nutrients from the vegetables. You don't even know what you're getting from them. We think we're getting, I need to eat my carrots and my vegetables with my steak or my chicken because I need my nutrients. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need the steak. You need the steak and the eggs if you're good for the day. Have a glass of milk. You do not need vegetables. Start getting away from that stuff. Eliminate all processed foods. Do not eat any seed oils. Get away from the veggie sticks that you think are healthy because you're craving salt. Like, get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of it. You do not need it. If there's also other swaps. If I feel like I don't have it at all, but I'm saying if you want potato chips, eat pork rinds then. Eat pork rinds. I have them right here in my pantry. If I feel snacky between breakfast and we're about to cook a meal, I'll have a couple pork rinds. Salty, tastes like chips, amazing. Eat a beef stick. Have hard-boiled eggs with butter on top, cream cheese, whatever. Start transitioning. Little changes if you can't go strict carnivore. If you're like, I want to clear my eczema, I have issues with my skin, I have autoimmune, I have diabetes, and I want to control my sugars better, dive into carnivore. Do it. You have a reason to do it. You want it, you need it. You're going to see changes and you're going to fall in love with the process and how you feel afterwards and the simplicity of it. You could go fast, you could go slow, whatever fits your lifestyle. But the more that I talk to you guys, the more I talk to my clients and just listen to people's thoughts on it, I wanted to create this video because there is a lot of common questions. A lot of people are fearful of a lot of different things because we've been taught that it's scary, you can't do that, you're gonna be nutrient deficient, XYZ. The reason why a lot of us need vitamins and a lot of people are nutrient deficient is because they're not getting it from the foods, so then you need supplements. If you're getting it from the food, you don't need the supplements, or you don't need nearly as much as vitamin C or these other things because you're getting it from the food that you're eating. So if someone's not eating a lot of red meat, or if you're not getting enough nutrients from that eggs and the meats and like all the animal-based foods, then you're gonna need the supplements because you're not getting it from the nutrients from the food. So there's a lot of different things when it comes to that. And then let me just log in here really quick because I had some other questions this week and I wanted to make sure that I cover it with you guys. So let's dive in here. But going carnivore has definitely been one of the biggest shifts. And I also wanted to say that if you're trying to do carnivore, but you're like, no, eventually, like I still want to bring in other foods here and there, that's fine. And you can do that. It's trial and error. It's seeing how you feel. Nothing dangerous will happen. Consult with your doctor if you want. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm talking from my personal experience and from my friends, families who has done this as well. So consult with your doctor if you're nervous about anything. I don't track. I had my labs done half a year ago or more. I don't care anything about the cholesterol numbers. Like, I feel fine. Like, nothing is going to be like, oh my God, I need to stop doing this. Okay. Bowel movements, fermented foods was a big question as well. So if you can incorporate like a glass or a little bit of kefir, I love that from anything else fermented because a lot of it has processed stuff in the fermentation as well. Like even if you get pickles in a jar, if it has vinegar in it, that means it's not fully fermented. It has other chemicals in there. So if you could just do straight kefir, like plain kefir, that is great for digestion. You could do that. Your gut microbiome will stabilize and your body will transition to using that as fuel. So your body's gonna feel better. Hydration, salt, we went over. 30 days is a great start time. A lot of you ask me like how long you should do it. Start week by week. Don't even put pressure on yourself. Do week 1, see how you feel. Week 2, by the time you know it, 30 days will come, reevaluate, see how you feel. Implement some dairy if you want, eliminate some things. If you're having dairy, maybe eliminate it. Really depends on how you feel. And keep track on how you're feeling, how your mood is, your symptoms. And like I said, the beginning, the 4 weeks are all about the transition phase. We're gonna feel We might feel lightheaded, we might feel fatigued, we might feel really low on energy, you would just want to sleep all day. Once that plateau and the initial phase hits, you're gonna feel that boost of energy, you're gonna feel great, you're gonna eat when you're hungry, you're gonna stop when you're full, your digestion will stabilize, and you're just gonna feel great. So take it day by day. If you guys are watching this and you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you'd get access to my ebooks, you have access to me. We'll hop on a Zoom, we'll create a game plan for you. We could dive into bigger and broader questions if you have, and we could get you started. I have my basic packs to my VIP 3-month pack, I think. And then I also have one-on-one calls where you could buy packs of calls. So you can get 1 call. Someone recently just bought 4 calls. So they have me for 4 weeks, once a week. We go over things, I check in on her. She has a meal plan, grocery list, habit trackers, all the things, and all my ebooks to get started on carnivore. Or if you don't want to do carnivore and you just want a nutrition plan, depending on your lifestyle, I can put that together for you as well. It really depends on where you are. I will meet you and we'll get to your goals exactly where you are right now on day 1. We'll talk about it, we'll go through it, and we'll get started. So one-on-one coaching, go to my website, ChristinaRufoCoaching.com, pick the best thing, message me on Instagram if that's something that works better for you, and I could send it to you directly. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll be back soon to talk about more carnivore things, more lifestyle. We're going to talk about overtraining this week, recovering from that, eating more, HA, hypothalamic amenorrhea, if that's something you're going through, loss of period, all the things to come. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this, and share with a friend, and I will see you guys later.